I mean you!
And it's done. Now that I have the greatest deck, I'll be the greatest duelist!
Hey! Someone just stole Yugi's deck! Know anything?
Stole? What do you mean? This is my deck! If you don't believe me, why don't you go ahead and let me show you? Right here, right now!
Oh, man.
Dorms are clear.
So are the classrooms.
Huh? That was Cyrus!
Ah, yes. It's good to be the king of games.
Cyrus, what happened?
He has it. Yugi's dueling deck.
Huh? Oh.
And he beat me with it.
All right, you thief! You had your fun! But now it's over! Hand over the deck right now, Dimitri!
Dimitri?
Yeah!
I'm afraid that you're mistaken. I'm Yugi. Dimitri's just some child who would study other people's decks, then copy them. You see, with these cards, I'm not copying the king of games. I truly am the king of games. And if you want this deck back, you'll have to prove I'm not.
You've really gone off the deep end. Still, I never back down from a challenge.
Good. So let's go.
Jaden!
Ha! Get your game on!
It's time to duel.
All right, here I come. First off, I play Elemental Hero for Stinatrix in defense mode. And that'll do.
Will it? I fuse Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts, and Berthamet to create Chimera, the flying mythical beast.
Uh-oh, this isn't gonna be pretty.
Now go! Attack! Pulverizing pounce!
Cyrus, you just dueled this guy. Got any advice on how to beat him?
None. I tried everything, but nothing worked.
So then what are you saying, Cyrus? That Jaden doesn't have a chance here?
I'm saying against Yugi's deck, that's a possibility.
It's more than that.
Huh?
You see, Dimitri's a copycat duelist, so in order to defeat him, you must exploit the failings of whoever he's copying. As you did when you first dueled Dimitri, Cyrus. You knew he was copying Crowler's deck, and you knew what its weaknesses were. That's how you won. But the problem is now he's copying Yugi, a duelist whose weaknesses are not so well known. That is, if he has any at all. You see, there is no set formula on how to beat the King of Games, so therefore there is no set formula on how to beat Dimitri now.
All right. So you like fusing monsters, do you? Well then... You'll love this! Elemental Heroes, Sparkman, and Clayman combine to create Elemental Hero Thunder Giant! And now I'm gonna use his special ability! It lets me destroy a monster whose original attack points are less than his own!
Nice ability, now let me show you mine! When Chimera is destroyed, I'm allowed to summon back Berthamet from the graveyard!
Yeah, well, he won't be back for very long! Thunder Giant attack! Voltic Thunder! That ability saved his life points from taking a big hit! That deck's living up to the hype!
Alright, for my turn, I place one card face down and play this Monster Reincarnation. Now by discarding one card, I get back one monster from my graveyard. Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts, return! And now, I activate the magic card, Swords of Revealing Light!
Hey, what's happening?
Not your attacks, that's what. For 3 turns, your monsters are useless.
3 turns? I gotta find a way to break that spell. Ha! Go, Dark Catapulter!
What a delicious move! Dark Catapulter has a special ability that will let Jaden destroy Dimitri's sword spell card.
Yes, but not until next round, and Catapulter won't be around that long. Because I have a trap card out! Dark Renewal. It activates when you make a summoning. Now, by sacrificing one of your monsters as well as one of my own, I can bring back a spellcaster monster from the graveyard.
It's too bad you don't have any there then. By my count, the only 2 monsters in your grave are Chimera and Baphomet.
Then you may want to double-check your work. Remember when I played Monster Reincarnation? Now, by discarding 1 card, I get back 1 monster from my graveyard.
Oh, yeah.
Now to bring back that spellcaster. All right, Gazelle and Catapulter, make some room for the one, the only... my friend, Dark Magician!
I am starstruck. The Dark Magician is like the headliner of Yugi's entire deck.
Think you'll give an autograph?
Boy, I wish I brought my camera.
Well played. I doubt Yugi could have done it better himself. Dimitri's copying him perfectly, and that's not good for Jaden.
Well, Thunder Giant, you may not be able to attack yet, but you can still defend. And that's exactly what I'm gonna have you do, buddy. Your go, Dimitri.
That's Yugi. And I choose to play the magic card, Thousand Knives. And when I activate it with Dark Magician on the field, they can be used to destroy any one of your monsters.
Jaden's Thunder Giant just got cut down to size.
Size 0 maybe because he's gone.
Still starstruck? Well, here, let's see how you like getting struck. By your star, Dark Magician! Dark Magic Attack!
Oh no!
Jaden!
That hurt.
Give up?
Never.
That's the spirit. Never give up. Always believe in the heart of the cards. That's what I say.
Yeah, the heart of the card, sure. It's his cards I'm worried about. Either I beat him, or we lose him. All right, Jaden, time to get your game on. Here goes something. I hope. Rottweiler in defense mode. And that's it.
Well, there may be no known blueprint to defeat Yugi, but Jaden's still trying to design one, and if my hunch is right, what he's planning might work.
Don't forget, with Swords of Light out, you still can't attack. But I can. Dark Magician! Dark Magic Attack!
Hey, congrats! You've just activated Rottweiler's special ability. You see, once he's sent to the graveyard, I get to bring back an elemental hero and polymerization!
Way to play. You really show promise.
This guy is really starting to bug me! Rise Burstinatrix! Then I'm gonna throw down a face down and call it a turn. Burstinatrix is tough, but she's still no match for Dark Magician. There's only 1 monster in my deck right now that has more attack points than him. Elemental Hero Blade Edge with 2,600. Either I summon him, or I lose this duel.
Well, it's been 3 turns now.
Then that means no more swords of revealing light.
Jaden, do you hear that? The spell's over. You can attack next turn.
Huh. That's assuming that Jaden even has a next turn. Dark Magician! Attack Hero Burstinatrix!
Not so fast, Dimitri! I played a trap! A hero emerges! And it activates as soon as you declare an attack! Now, you have to pick a card at random from my hand, and if it's a monster, I get to summon it to the field! Now choose!
So be it. I choose the far left.
Good choice! For me, that is... Come on out, Blade Edge!
All right, Now Jay's got a monster that can stand up to the Dark Magician.
And every other monster in Yugi's deck, after all. With no Egyptian guard cards, that Dark Magician is the strongest card Dimitri has.
Sorry, but I couldn't help but overhear your friends. They're quite wrong.
What?
It's true that Dark Magician is the strongest monster card in my deck. But as a duelist, you must know that it's rarely just about the card. It's what you do with it. And what I'm going to do is play this. Dedication through light and darkness. It takes Dark Magician and turns him into something even more powerful. The legendary Dark Magician of Chaos!
Of chaos?
Boy, that doesn't sound good.
Yes, well, it's not. It's one of the mightiest creatures you'll ever see.
That's right, and I'm about to unleash him on you, Jaden. Chaos Magician, rise! Now, just by successfully summoning him, I'm allowed to bring one magic card from my graveyard to my hand. Oh, and in case you haven't done the math yet, Blade Edge doesn't have the most attack points anymore. Chaos Magician does.
2,800?
Yes! Now watch them all in action! Scepter Strike! Just face it, this deck and I fit perfectly. Always have, always will.
Not if I can help it. Of course, to be honest, I don't know if I can.
Jaden is in deep trouble.
Unfortunately, Cyrus, that's the understatement of the year. Look what he has to contend against. The Dark Magician of Chaos. Full life points. The King of Games deck. The trouble isn't deep, it's subterranean.
I've got to get my game on. Not only does this guy have Yugi's deck, but he thinks he's Yugi. And the only way I'm going to set him straight is by beating him. Well, always did want to see how I stacked up against my idol. Guess this could be as close as I get. My turn! Huh? Winged Karibo! Are you sure? This could get rough, and we are going against your old master's monsters. All right, then, I play my pal Winged Karibo! And while he's chilling in defense mode, I'll also throw down a face down.
Winged Karibo, good to see you, of course. There's nothing quite like the original. Say hi, Karibo.
2 Karibos?
But first things first, Jaden. Dark Magician of Chaos, attack first Tenetrix!
Ha! I've got a trap! Super Junior Confrontation! Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Sounds kind of weak, doesn't it? Well, that's just the point. This trap calls off your magician's attack and forces both of our weakest monsters to do battle. Weakest in points, that is. So it's gonna be your Karibo against mine.
A hairball battle royale.
You got off easy, but next turn you won't. I end with a face down.
Winged Karibo took one for the team there. Losing Burstinatrix would have put Jaden in a tough spot.
My go! And I play Pot of 3! It lets me draw 2 cards. And they're 2 sweet ones. Hope you like playing with bubbles, because I'm summoning Elemental Hero Bubble Man! And I'll play a field spell, one you might need a hard hat for. Skyscraper!
What's the meaning of these buildings?
Meaning? To kick your butt, Dimitri.
That's right, because here an elemental hero gains 1,000 attack points if it's weaker than the monster it's attacking.
But that would mean that...
You're in trouble, especially since I'm gonna play this too. The equip spell, Bubble Blaster! And this thing packs some pop, 800 points worth. Plus, if Bubble Man ever gets attacked, Bubble Blaster takes the hit for him. Now to give him those extra attack points, and now to use them!
Let's go, Bubble Man! Clean that Karibo's clock!
But which Karibo?
Uh-oh.
I play the magic card, Multiply!
What the?
Now there are 4 of them.
That's correct. By sacrificing one Karibo, I can now summon Karibo tokens on all open spaces in my monster card zone. Of course, your blast is still in play, but its significance has been deflated.
Fine. Then I'll just end my turn by throwing down a face down.
Very well. And I'll throw this, the magical card of sanctity. It forces each of us to draw until we both have 6 cards in our hand. Excellent. I drew the monster Watapon. You see, if Watapon is drawn to my hand by way of magic trap or monster effect, I can summon it to the field. But still, he won't be out for long, because now I'm going to sacrifice him and bring out Dark Magician Girl!
Wow, she's even cuter in person.
She has beauty and brawn. You see, for every Dark Magician in the graveyard, she gains 300 attack points. And on the subject of Dark Magicians, don't forget about this one! Dark Magician of Chaos! Attack! Now what he started, she'll finish. Dark Magician Girl! Dark Burning Attack! The heart of the cards are indeed powerful, aren't they, Jaden?
All right, so you got me with a couple good shots. Now it's my turn.
Your turn?
Yeah, that's right. To return the favor, and with this card I just drew, I'll be able to return it and then some. I fuse Avion and Burstinatrix to summon the elemental hero, Flame Wingman! But I'm not done. Next I play the Warrior Returning Alive. It lets me bring back a past warrior monster, like Sparkman. And don't forget Skyscraper's still out, which means Flame Wingman gets an extra 1,000 attack points in battle.
But wait, 3,100 attack points, that's...
Yep, enough to take out your magician. Either one. But since I have a soft spot for the girl, we'll start with him. Oh yeah, and I also have Wingman's superpower. It causes you to take damage to your life points equal to the attack points of your destroyed monster.
Take that, Yugi, Dimitri, whatever your name is.
Way to play, Jay. Nice work.
Crazy! I'm beating Yugi's deck.
Simply remarkable. Dimitri is dueling just as the King of Games would, yet Jaden is staying competitive, winning even. Sure, he was a bit overwhelmed at first by Yugi's deck, but now he's really turned things around. Who knows? Maybe one day his deck will be going on tour right beside Yugi's, assuming he can win it back, that is.
Sparkman attack! Sparkstorm! Next, I'll throw down 2 face downs and use the spell card Emergency Provisions. Now, by sacrificing one of those face downs, I get back 1,000 life points. Sweet, don't you think? But not as sweet as what's about to happen. I mean, one more attack and I'll have beaten the King of Games deck.
Jaden, he's all yours. You got it.
You have nothing! My deck is prepared for all contingencies! Huh? First, I'll switch Dark Magician Girl to defense mode. Then I'll activate Spider Web. It allows me to take one of the cards you sent to your graveyard last turn and place it directly into my hand. And soon it will go directly into my life points. Because I chose Emergency Provisions. Next, I'll place 2 cards face down. Then I'll activate the spell card, Monster Reincarnation. And next, I'll make 3 sacrifices, which lets me play Emergency Provisions. Finally, thanks to Reincarnation, I'll take back the Karibo I just lost. So, did you follow all of that?
Not a word of it.
Well, I did. Sweet moves. But they won't save you from the Flame Wingman! Sky Scorcher! And don't forget his superpower. You get hit for damage equal to the attack points of the Dark Magician Girl.
thing I padded my points last turn.
Yeah, well, good thing I have a couple of attacks left. I used the spell card Diffusion. Now, Flame Wingman, diffuse!
My, Jaden's impressing more and more every turn. What skillful play. Now he'll be able to attack with each monster separately.
Avion, attack! Talon Tear! And now, Burstinatrix! Flare Storm!
Now that's how you duel.
Delicious. One more attack and he'll nail Dimitri's life points.
Yes, and with Sparkman on the field, his next attack will be right now.
All right, Yugi's deck's about to be saved.
And Jaden's about to be one of the few guys who beat it.
Go, Sparkman! Attack! Now, Sparkman! Spark Storm!
Sorry, but you're forgetting about someone. Karibo!
What the?
By discarding Karibo from my hand, I don't take any damage from Sparkman's little firework display. Good thing Monster Reincarnation let me bring him back from the graveyard last turn.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Thank you, Karibo. That move takes me back to our duel against Seto Kaiba at Battle City. Those were some good times, weren't they, old friend?
Battle City? This guy's gone batty.
Sai, just smile and nod, smile and nod.
Now then, let's continue this. For Karibo, his fall won't be in vain. Perfect. The heart of the cards has served me again. I remove one dark monster and one light monster from my graveyard.
Pause and rewind. You're removing them. Why, Dimitri?
I've never seen this. Is it a summoning?
No, there's no way.
You're wrong. There is a way. There are two monsters that can be summoned like this. Two rare cards of such power, duelists have scoured the world over to add them to their collection. The first is Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End, a card so very powerful it has been outlawed in official Duel Monsters tournaments. The second has power comparable to the Chaos Emperor, but has never been forbidden on account of its scarcity. In fact, some say not a single one still exists.
Oh, well, they're wrong, because I have one right here. Lackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning!
So then Yugi really did have that card! I always thought it was just a rumor.
I'm afraid not. This card's been a part of my deck for a long time, but I only take him out for special occasions. Like now, Luster Blade attack!
That hurt.
Well, that was just the beginning. Now I'll show you the true power of this card. You see, if the Blackluster Soldier is able to destroy your monster in battle, he's allowed to attack again.
No way! Oh man, now I'm starting to see why monsters like this are outlawed!
And now, Blackluster Soldier, end this!
He's through. Jaden's life points can't withstand another hit.
It's over!
Not yet! I play the card Hero Spirit!
What's this?
It's not the end of the duel, because if a hero is destroyed and I play Hero Spirit, I can turn all the damage received from your monster to zero!
Fine then, I'll just finish you off next turn. The heart of the cards will see to that.
You may be right. Yugi's deck is just so powerful. I thought I could win, but now I don't know. Huh? Karibo. Sorry, but what can I do? He's got the heart of the cards on his side. Oh! What do you mean no? Come on, that's Yugi's deck. Oh! Wait a sec. That's it. That's Yugi's deck. There's no way the heart of the cards can be on Dimitri's side. The heart of the cards comes from believing in your own cards, not someone's you stole. And I believe in my deck. So if the heart of the cards is on anyone's side, it's on mine. Ha! Sorry. sorry, Dimitri, but I believe. I activate Silent Doom! This very handy spell card allows me to summon one monster from my graveyard in defense mode. So come on back, Avion! Next I'll play this. It's called Double Spell. Now, by discarding one spell card from my hand, I can use one spell card from my opponent's graveyard. If you need more info, just look in the official rulebook under the heading, How'd I Lose?
Sounds like Jaden's got something planned.
So I'll discard this and help myself to your polymerization. Now I'll fuse Avion and Burstinatrix to create my Dex headliner one more time. The elemental hero, Flying Wingman. And since my Skyscraper field card is still out, he gains an extra 1,000 attack points. Now play Wingman! Attack! Black Luster Soldier with Skydive Scorcher!
Oh, he's gone! My Luster Soldier's gone!
Don't sweat it. He was never yours to begin with. Besides, if you want to worry about something, worry about Wingman's superpower. It makes it so all your destroyed monsters' attack points are dealt as damage to you. That's game, and the end of you using that deck.
I've been beaten. Even with my...
With Yugi's legendary cards. What's wrong with me? Why can't I ever win?
The answer to that is obvious.
Hey, here's Zane.
Big bro? Why are you guys here?
Why else? To see the deck, but it was gone.
We snuck into the event hall and saw how the display case was broken into. We figured the thief couldn't have gotten far, so we decided to take a look around.
Which led us here. We found you a while ago, but didn't want to interrupt the duel.
Kind of you.
Wait, then, you saw it all? Me and Dimitri? The whole thing?
Not just us. Your match attracted quite a bit of attention.
Whoa. Hi. Glad y'all could make it. Man, that Jaden can duel.
Do you think he tutors? I'm failing fusion.
What now?
Well, kid, the punishment for stealing has always been crystal clear. Straight up expulsion. But still, since I think pretty much everyone here enjoyed seeing Yugi's deck in a duel rather than a display case, I doubt anyone will turn you in.
Don't sweat it, Dimitri. But you gotta tell us, how are you so good with those spellcasters?
I'm failing that too.
What difference does it make? I lost.
You didn't lose. That person you were pretending to be did, Dimitri.
Yugi?
No, bro. You can never be Yugi.
Then who was I?
Well, you were you, but you weren't. See, when you copy someone, it's not like you're that person. You're you copying that person. You know. Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Let me attempt to interpret for him, Dimitri. You'll never win or lose until you put yourself out there. And that means creating your own deck and your own strategies, not piggybacking off of someone else's. After all, there is no amount of studying that you can do to be able to use someone else's deck as well as they can.
Yeah, what Zane said, that's exactly what I meant. I mean, no offense, but just because I beat you, it doesn't mean I couldn't beat Yugi. So how about we put that deck back where it belongs?
Yeah, okay.